What's up guys, Dreadpill here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the Thumb Duo. Probably right now the most, hottest topic as of right now. As you already know, they got teased, their trailers drop, and we now have their entire kits. So let's go ahead and get started with Heathcliff. As you can see, this is a little teaser image that we have. As you can see, we have, the usual stuff. Skill 1, Skill 2, Skill 3, defense, and then obviously Skill 3-2, and then defense, and then another defense, and then these are the passives, which we will see later. Another thing to really point out is that it's just a reference, so things could change, but I think Project Moon would let us know if things do get changed. Anyways, so passives, here we go. Duello Disparato. Almost sounded like I said Disparato, but actually, kind of, whatever. And base skill end. If target is defeated while having the dual escalates on any body parts, gain maturing textbook. And then if it isn't defeated, it'll inflict the dual escalates on the main target. If there was a clash against the said main target, using the base skill, inflict another set of dual escalates on the main target instead. At clash start against a target that has dual escalates, heal SP equal to how much that the stacks are on the enemy. And then here we have Ryoshu here, so Desperate Struggle. If Nurse Father Rhodia is on the field, activate the following. When Rhodia is on the field with that has Eye of Precognition, follow up with La Spada di Palermo as an unopposed attack against the target. And when her eye is overheated and is being targeted by an enemy's unopposed skill, Parenthesis Heathcliff gains assist defense, and it'll only activate for Rhodia. In one-on-one duels, one ally with fastest speed on Clash win, using base attack skills, inflict burn on burn count, prioritizes thumb identities. If the ally is a thumb identity, inflict burn count and tremor count instead. If there is only one enemy on the field for nose a core, the effect inflicts burn count and tremor count. Okay, so pretty usual stuff here. And then dual escalates, that's his main passive. And then I can stack up, of course. And then Severed Tendon, lose base power, expires on turn end. And then Maturing Textbook, which is what we saw over here. Base skills deal more damage and then can gain up to some sort of stacks per turn. And then we have the Thumb, which this is for Ryoshu, so, or specifically the Blade of the House of Spiders Ryoshu. So she'll just gain Entanglement, and then on, ooh, that's actually really good. Clash win using a base skill, inflicts Tremor and trigger Tremor Burst, and then reduces to Tremor count. That's actually really good, especially in Mirror Dungeons when you'd have Downpour and what is that other one called? Melting Eyeball. So I see this being very useful in the Mirror Dungeons. And then his main passive, I would say, Holometarian style. Sorry if I butchered that. I am still a little bit tired, guys, so please do forgive me with that. Gain based on the following effects based on Maturing Textbook and Dual Escalates. Certain X+ stacks gain Clash Power, and then from there on it becomes base skills gain base power, and then like Severed Tendon next turn when on hit using a base skill, and then base skill gains final power, and then base skill deals more damage. Take less damage for every, maturing textbook on self, and dual escalates on the enemy attacking this unit. Alright, now let's go ahead and move on to the skills. Oh, that's so weird that this part is empty, but we can work with it. And then last spot, the Palermo, and then obviously the usual coin power for every burn tremor on target, burn tremor, skull 2, Colpi Sotani. Obviously, just like every other ID, coin power for every burn tremor on target, and if he wins the clash, inflict more tremor count, and that's if the target has dual escalate. Burn count, tremor count, and then maturing textbook, or if target has dual escalate, trigger tremor burst, then reduce target's tremor count. Okay. And then Il Cacciatore. And then, obviously, depending on how much dual escalates, it'll activate the other skill 3. Burn, tremor, of course, to increase the coin power. So this will become 23, I presume. Likely 5, and then this is 4, so base would be 17, and then yeah. Usually how it goes is that usually the skill 1s go up to 11, but with modern IDs, they'll go up to 15. Skill 2s are 16. I think they go up to... I don't remember how much the skill 2s go up by. I think it's... I don't remember the skill... I know the skill 1s and skill 3s are usually... Like, skill 1, the maximum usually coin count is 15. I think the skill 2s can be like somewhere in between 18 to 20, and then skill 3s, the maximum ones you can get is 23. And then, oh yeah, depending on how many dual escalates, more damage depending on stacks, and then depending on those stacks, tremor potency, tremor count, burn potency, burn count, and then maturing textbook, or if target has dual escalates, convert all coins on the skill to unbreakables. On hit, inflict burn count, tremor count on the second coin, and then third coin is deal more damage, trigger to tremor scorch. I mean, it is the thumb after all, so tremor scorch is to be expected. Trigger tremor burst, then obviously reduce tremor count. If this unit has maturing textbook, or target has an X amount of dual escalates, trigger tremor burst, and then, okay, so the same thing, really. Just more of it. And then the skill 3-2, gain maturing textbook minus X attack weight. Okay, so it's an AoE-ish. Obviously, coin power for every burn tremor on target. When attacking, X targets deal more damage, and then any other excess attack weight beyond the actual number of targets will deal more. He'll deal more damage on here. Consume all dual escalates on main target. Gain maturing textbook. If the main target's defeated, gain Y maturing textbooks instead. And then, just like the normal one, burn count, or burn and burn count for the first coin, then second coin, tremor and tremor count, so those two coins are very similar. Third coin doesn't say anything, but I think the third coin might be something else, but we'll see. Fourth coin, obviously, gains coin power for every maturing textbook, triggers to tremor scorch, and then trigger tremors, and then reduces the tremor count. I think the third coin, by the way, is supposed to be something with the tremor burst as well. They just, I don't think Project Moon added this in, but we'll see when they drop. Or maybe this was the thing that they were kind of referring to, where like they really haven't like decided yet. Defense, measuring blade reach. Squashable counter deals more damage depending on how many dual escalates on target we have, and final power for burn and tremor on the target. Inflict burn and tremor. And then the other one, which can only be used by Rhodia if her eye overheats and she's being targeted by an unopposed enemy. Gain protection and heal SP for the unit protected by assist defense. Nice. Alright, so that's Heathcliff. So let's go ahead and move on to Rhodia. So there we go, we got Rhodia here, the little teaser image. We have her base skills and then the other set of skills that she has. Obviously, the main one's going to be the Eye of Precognition, and then Sakai the Thumb, of course, which we already saw that. So. It's not worth shit. Okay. We'll look at all of this on the other end, so don't worry. Let's go ahead and move on to her passives, which, I mean, yeah, it's quite a lot, so... I think it's best to just start with these guys first. So yeah. Eye of Precognition loses up to a certain X stack, and then obviously we have Overheat. Gain offense level and loses defense level, gains its certain stacks, and then afterwards it'll convert into just the back to regular Eye of Precognition. Accelerating Future, more damage, uses base skills for every X stack, base skills gain Clash Power, and X stacks, base skill gains coin power, and then skill end this effect expires. Game target, take more damage from base skills used by Rhodia. And then obviously, she's a nurse father, so I kinda expected her to have Shin. Or actually, wait, no, it didn't. No, Matthias didn't have Shin. Matthias Otis didn't have Shin. I don't think Ring Hongli had Shin. No, so it's only... I think it's only, specifically Riensang, Blade of House of Spiders Ryoshu, and obviously now Nurse Father Rhodia that has it. But like with Shin, it's min-max speed. That's always what it's going to be. Then Tremor and Burn potency, and count on using base skills, and then Poise potency on self. But I have heard that she's not a triple keyword ID. She is just a double keyword, even though she does get Poise. Acceleration round, which is obviously what we saw with Bouncina with her like fight. It's a unique ammo, so probably the one thing I will say is that I don't know if she has a reload mechanic, but we'll see. I think I'm actually going to start up here first, and then we'll go to the left side. If unit has acceleration round, skill 3 gains coin power and deals more damage. Deal more damage using base skills for every burn on the main target. If the main target has shields, deal even more. Okay, so it's like... It's similar to Bone State, where if the enemy has shield, the rupture potency is going to be a lot more inflicted on. So it's basically the same setup here, just obviously it's not rupture, but yeah. And then her support passives, weak healing's not worth shit. One ally with the fastest speed when triggering Tremor Burst on the enemy gain offense level up next turn, and then if it's a Thumb identity, gain haste as well. Then we have the passives. Upon entering the encounter for the very first time, gain Eye of Precognition, and then obviously I did see at 0 stacks it'll convert over to Overheat. And usually with the Eye of Precognition, obviously, what it's going to do is that It's gonna... Okay, so in a clash, she gains accelerating feature within every clash until she loses it. And then, if she's being attacked by an unopposed skill, or just any attack skill in general, she's obviously gonna evade it. I mean, that's like what... Obviously, this identity's copying, like, actual Valentino, so... Yeah. So, I don't think I really have to go too much into this. Because I think this here is pretty self-explanatory. So, one thing I can summarize is that every time she attacks and then gets evaded and all that stuff, she'll obviously lose the Eye of Precognition, and then when it does get over to overheat, she does actually reload, so, and then she will use disposal, and then replace a base skill with disposal. And then this is where she'll get Shin. If this unit is staggered. And then, yeah, of course, since it's a Nurse Father ID, she recovers from stagger. Because I think it's only 4 Nurse Father IDs we have. Because Ryoshu's... I think because Ryoshu does get staggered, if I recall correctly. Because she isn't like an actual Nurse Father, if I recall. Let's see, so poise count for every acceleration ammo spent, so that was really similar with Valentino right there. And then, yeah, I see what they mean. Burn and tremor, so, yeah. If disposal's on the dashboard, inflict a game target on enemy, this unit attacked less in the previous turn. And if there's no one that satisfies it, inflict on the enemy with lowest HP. Then obviously the thumb. Oh, here we go. Defense skill gains point power. Base skill deals more damage against targets that have shield. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's actually really good. Oh, this would actually really help with This is gonna make her like just a mirror dungeon god, really. I'm talking about Blade of House's Vader's Ryoshu. So yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're all good here. Let's go on to her skills. Okay, skill 1, then skill 2, skill 3, and then defense, and then we go over to this one. And I did see very nicely done Mark Project Moon. Great skill name. Fuck off. Colpi di Taglio. Again, sorry if I'm butchering these, like, Italian, like, names. I'm not Italian, so don't expect me to like, say their names properly. X amount of poise, gain final power, and then coin power for, obviously, burn tremor, and then if she wins, of course, you know, loses a precognition stack, and then deals more damage, so it's pretty much like, that's what it's pretty much gonna always be. Burn, tremor, and then second coin does burn count and tremor count. Skill 2. Just checking if she doesn't have acceleration ammo, it'll activate the other skill, okay? And then acceleration round, burn tremor, acceleration round, tremor and tremor count, and then trigger the tremor burst, and then reduces target's tremor count. Skill 3. So these are the usual. Burn, tremor, acceleration round, burn count, tremor count, acceleration round, and then trigger the tremor into Scourge. And then tremor burst, and then obviously reduce it, and then Activate the above effect once more for every acceleration round spent to apply the skill. Okay. And then, fuck off. Gain final power. So, yeah. And then, if this unit has, like, a certain threshold below the acceleration round, it'll go ahead and reload it to some sort of whatever number Project Moon puts. And then just burn a tremor there. And then, okay, so we have the skill 1-2. Unclashable. So I'm assuming she uses this like whenever she successfully evades the attack. And I think it can only be reused once. Not that I think it can be triggered again, because it's not even like a rusty coin thing, because it's not a single coin, as you can see it's a double coin, so. Obviously final power, burn count, tremor count, and then tremor burst. Skill 2-2. If she's on overheat state, gain final power and convert to unbreakables. Nice, nice. Okay, so pretty much everything's the same. Gain poise, burn, tremor count, and also tremor. Oh wait. First coin does poison burn. Second coin does tremor and tremor count, and then converts it to tremor scorch. And then the third coin triggers the tremor burst. And then if the target has some sort of a minor tremor, trigger tremor burst, then reduces target's tremor count. And then we got the main, the main skill that Valentina uses that Rarity is going to have. Disposal. If targets at a current HP deal more damage, and then obviously attacking game target gives her coin power. Acceleration round gives her coin power. Final power for every burn tremor, so pretty standard. And then upon killing the game target, add 1 disposal to the list of skills for the next upcoming turn. Okay, and then on kill, she also reloads. Okay. First coin, burn tremor. Second coin, burn tremor. Third coin, count to tremor count. Fourth coin converts it to tremor scourge, and then the fifth coin, tremor burst. And then spend some acceleration ammo, and deals more damage depending on how much it's being spent. And then effect the above effect once more where every acceleration ammo is spent. And then we have her evade. And like I said, yep, I think I was right. Where this one, if she evades it successfully, she'll use this skill 1-2 to the attacker as an unopposed attack. Coin power, and then base power, of course. Poise count, gain poise, heal SP, and then loses, obviously, I have precognition. Alright, so that is Rhodia. And then that is also Heathcliff. It does seem like Rhodia's definitely will be a lot more, like, basically, what it seems like to me is that just clash normally and you pretty much will fulfill all the conditions. And then as for Heathcliff, obviously he's the apprentice, so he's not going to be as, like, good, but he does seem really, really good as an apprentice. Overall, these two are going to be very, very exciting. I already have 450 shards worth of both of them, so I just gotta wait 1 week, and then I'll have them both, and then I can save my pulls over for Walpurgis. And without any further ado, though, that's gonna do it for me. I'm really excited for these two, and yeah, I will go ahead and see you guys later.